This is the only strategy that can actually make you profitable within 1 month. And if you try this strategy, it did not become profitable, please stop trading. That's just it, because it's very, very simple to the core. You don't need to shout or make noise or give you some kind of so many narratives on this strategy. This is very simple. I made it very simple for myself. You don't need to stress it. Just follow the simple step-by-step process that I'm going to be giving you on this video and you'll be good. So looking at this chart here, this is a GBP JPY trade that we took on Thursday, and I actually sent this to the group, which you can see on the screen right there. This is how we took the trade, and price just melted to the downside. After some consolidation, it just went all the way to the downside. Hit take profit. So without wasting much of your time, let me delete all of this. So the strategy involves you using 4 different time frames. The first one is the daily time frame, and the second one is the 4-hour time frame, and the third one is the 1-hour time frame, and the fourth one is the 15-minute time frame, which we are going to be using for entries only. Okay, so right here, let's go to the daily time frame on GBP JPY and see how I got to take this trade. So this is GBP JPY on the daily time frame, and I'm going to be identifying what the structure is doing and the current market condition, okay, just for us to get our bias. Okay, first of all, identify that price has been creating this this kind of market trend, which is lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, then to form a lower low. That's just it for me, and this confirmed it for me, and that's just it. So I was just looking for only sales to take this swing low on the daily time frame, so that's just it. So the next thing is that we're going to be marking out this swing low, which you can actually see here. So that is it. So the next time frame is going to be the 4-hour time frame. Since we are bearish on the daily, we need to look for only sales. So let's look for supply zones along this leg that stored liquidity for us to actually sell. So on the 4-hour time frame, I identified that price was actually doing this kind of giving us this bearish intent, break of structure to the downside. It changed character around here and started trading all the way to the downside, breaking structures, mitigating supplies, and it was just melting all the way to the downside, just like the way you are actually seeing now. So this break of structure kept on happening until we got to this point. Yesterday I came to the chart and I was like, okay, break of structure, this is a very nice price pattern. Break of structure, where is our supply? This is a base that was resting along this region. So I was very, very happy to take my entries from this zone, and it made so much sense to me. And guys, this is just basically it, and we have this low to get taken, okay, because this was the last low that was created before price left this. So right here now, let's scale down to the 15 minutes, okay, or the 1 hour first, because we need to still see if there is any internal supply area inside that zone or a liquidity zones. Okay, so on the 1 hour, I got to notice that there was liquidity multiple times that price have tried to push into the zone, but price failed. So I used this highs which formed here as my liquidity. If you look, this is more like a trend line. A lot of traders are actually trading this trend line, this kind of first touch, which is here, first touch, second touch, just like this kind of pattern. Then the third touch, you get to enter your sales by the retail trader or the trend line trader, sorry, because we are all retail. So this is a trend line trading strategy here. Price tapped, dropped. I used to trade like this before, and the fourth one tapped, dropped. So that's just what most of them are doing. Then price swept that high, takes the stop losses resting along that region out, which you can actually see here, and tap into the supply. So around this region, I sent it again to the group that it's time for entry. we are going to be looking for only entries now, change of character. Then we look to sell to take out all of these liquidity lows resting here. So that was just it. So let's go into the 15-minute time frame and see how we got our entry. So on the 15 minutes time frame, I was just looking at the structure, okay, and I noticed that price was giving us higher, okay, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, then failed to form a higher high. Then I was thinking, okay, this is very good. Price is now failing to push higher, okay. So the next thing I got was a change of character. It happened around here. So that was the next thing that I saw. Price did something like this, took out this low. If we go to the 5 minute, this is a change of character for me. So I identify that as my change of character. First of all, it broke this low, that is the first one here, and it still came to mitigate that flow, and price went for the first time, and yes. So this one here was the one that actually made me to enter a trade. After that, this low got broken just this way, and this nice supply was given right here. This is the supply zone. I was very much interested to sell, so I set my limit, and I also sent this to the Telegram group, which you can see here. This was the entry, and stop loss was, I think, above the 4 hour supply, which is here, because I never wanted price to take us out on this trade at all. I want full TP on this trade. So the price just came, tagged us in, and melted all the way to the downside. And that's just basically how we got our entries and traded this simple strategy yesterday guys. And as you can even see right now, price has started repeating the same process, okay. So this strategy is just very simple. Follow the simple step-by-step process and you can become profitable. So let me give you the simple textbook setup that I use in trading it. So when we have something like this, a break of structure, price giving us that bearish intent, breaking structure to the downside, giving us that lower low, lower high, lower low, then you want to see price kind of create liquidity around your zone, okay. Multiple trying to tap into your zone, then fail, okay. Then either break structure and pull back into that zone. On the 15 minutes, if you get a change of character just like this, okay, just like this, you get to enter yourselves to take the major low. So it's just BOS, right? BOS, then your supply zone from the 4 hour. Then on the 1 hour, you want to get your liquidity zone that price needs to sweep out. Then this is just basically the simple strategy we just used to bang that 3-hour trade, and price just went smoothly. And if you use this strategy, guys, if it not work for you, I am sorry. This is the simplest model of all time. This is the simplest. Rewatch the video and keep on using it, back test it, guys. This works most times when you wait patiently. The only thing about this strategy is that it takes time to form. If you look here on the GBP JPY chart, you can see that for us to take this trade, it took us, let me give you this simple look here. Okay, I'm trying to get this. Okay, it took us, this is the 4 hour supply region here. Okay, this is 4 hour supply. So all of these highs failed to tap into the zone, you can see. So it took us, this is from 21st of February to today is yesterday was 27th, okay. It took us 6 days to take this trade, and it played out perfectly well. It cannot get better than the way it is looking here, and that's just the only problem with this strategy. You need to wait patiently, but for you to avoid losses, you need to wait, guys. Calm down and use this strategy. And price tapped, changed character, and dropped. So this is a very simple textbook setup. You don't need to complicate it. Follow it the way I just taught you, and trust me, in 1 month you will become a profitable trader. See you guys on the next episode. Bye.